right, people. Been a long couple of weeks. But here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired. But I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The new Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
I'll let them take the lead. They know what they're doing. We'll still keep our eyes peeled, though, yeah? Let's go.
Shh. Hold on now. Could swear I heard something up ahead.
What?
God damn it, ambush!
Be down.
People, watch yourselves!
Got him. Is he alone? Shit. Watch for explosives. There's gotta be more. He's dead. Another.
Die on me, woman. Check. You hear?
Watch out. Damn it. You good? Stay back for now. It's gone quiet. I think that's all of them. Shit. Hold troops down. I had to know that would be a possibility. Don't recognize any of the markings. Hair, though. Like Ulysses. White legs, maybe. Hate to do it to them, but we gotta see what we can find. Graham's here. The old man was sure of it. We can find them. Just gotta watch out for others. They were armed. Weapons serviced enough to fire. They know what they're doing. Alright. You search the packs, I'll search the bodies. Let's get to it. Alright, I think that's most of it. Food will help. And explosives will too. That merc wasn't so gung-ho. They might not have blown themselves up. Sorry, that was cruel. Alright, let's keep going. Sun's still with us for now. There's a tower ahead. Radio, maybe. A little hard to make out. It's a landmark. Something to work with.
Uncle!
Shh. More of them ahead. We don't have to shoot first. Shh. All good? Okay. I'll take the ammunition. We're gonna need it. The firearms are kind of crude, but bullet's a bullet. Looks like they might be from an old caravan. They had others that had come through. Imagine a lot of them had the same fate. Water looks clean. clear. It's good to know it's there. Okay. There's painting. I don't want to have to fight them, to kill them. We need Graham. Vegas needs Graham. Okay. One step at a time. Easy does it. Actually, maybe speed is better.
That's better.
Let's go with speed. See you on the other side. Trouble. Got him. Got another.
Hoy, white legs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this.
He told us to be careful mentioning him. Joshua who?
Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him.
All right. Just don't try anything.
Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin.
Okay then. Easier than expected. All right. We're going up. Oh, and just so you know, if I see any of the others, I won't be taking any chances. Let's move. Just gonna check the body. Looks like an anti-venom. I'll keep that for now. The trail.
Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look.
Yeah?
There might be some good stuff tucked in there.
You trying to get my hand bitten off or anything? There's other ways to do it. Pear. Prickly pear. Well, food is food. Alright. Thanks for the heads up.
We follow this path for a while.
Okay.
Nice view of the river. Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah. Real nice. Whole building. Whole last plane.
Breeze. Don't
Okay. Yao Guai.
Whew. That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yao Guai are plenty mean as a rule.
Sure. Not exactly a fan of geckos either. I'm gonna keep this out for now. Keep that fist close. I don't suppose we're following it, huh? Just the trail.
You can take the path north here if you want, or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look.
I'd rather stick to the path. Like you said, you need to meet your Graham. This must be their work then. Dead horses.
You hear that?
Yeah, I don't know. Be ready for anything.
Got my eyes peeled.
Keep headed north, around this rock pile.
Okay.
Nah, forget it. I worry too much.
More markings. White legs, maybe. Road. Huh. Surprised to see one still snaking through. Wow. Huh. It's a lot of art. 22. You hear that?
Meh.
Oh, it's just me. Just the wind. Oh, don't worry, I'm not thinking about jumping down. I'll keep following your path. Sure is interesting.
Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy.
I try and keep them quiet. People, they use them as currency.
Follow the old road south. Nearly there.
That road? Okay. Yeah, I understand the confusion. When I first, well, it's to say it took me a while to get used to them. White flower. Haven't seen it before. Geckos. Where there's one, there's usually more. I'll take it out at a distance. Bighorn out here as well. What? Okay. Guess you all mark your territory. I'm gonna take the geckos out from here. Stop them from swarming us.
Like the shadow of a ghost.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Damn it. I didn't notice. There we go. good meat on them still, I think. It's yours if you want it. Maybe later?
You see the dead sentries? Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs.
Definitely serious. Ranger station. Let's keep that in mind, V. Might be good for supplies. Jeez. Okay. Oh, centuries. Huh. Another one of your logs? Right. Some nuts. So they're caches then. Huh. Those markings.
See those handprints?
Yeah.
Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff.
Okay. Right. Being watched. One of yours, I think. So you don't mind me having a look around? Okay. Yeah, got some supplies.
There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
Paper. Oh. Right. That's Vegas. It's real. Believe it or not. And yeah, a lot of people lose a lot. Maybe you'll fit in. Alright. Keep the sun out the eyes. There we go. That's about it. Nothing in the first aid. Well, what do you think?
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads.
Alright, enough sightseeing. Good to go. Water. A lot of it. They got boats down there as well. Alright. Staying on the road. So the others then.
I thought we were going to the dead horses camp.
We are. We're going the wrong way. Right. Sure. Follow the old road, but the other way then. Or rather, you meant down there. Okay. Yeah. Alright then.
Down this path to the north. Hope you don't mind getting wet.
Well, that's fine. Just give me a heads up earlier. I think we're pretty safe here. People seem to have it well protected. Wait. You have fish here.
These paintings show the dead horses' victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us.
Right. A lot of victories. Sorry, it's just I haven't seen them. Not in water this clear. This canyon. least been spared the worst of the wars. Maybe not all of them. Sounds like there's been a lot of fighting.
Nearly there now.
Good.
Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the white legs out somehow, eh?
Yeah. Not a bad plan. At least with the water you'll hear people coming as well. Alright. Got another here, V. Let's go around. You'd have good sight from above as well. Smart. Alright. Heck of a spear. Maybe it's not the white legs then. Maybe it's them as well. More markings. Not the way I'm guessing.
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
The what, sorry? Huh. They're here as well. That's a concern.
Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Angel Cave. Alright. Let's get crossing. They seem to be okay with outsiders. The rest of your people. It must be Graham's influence. I guess that's the Angel Cave. Let's go, V. Okay. All right.
Hoi. Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham?
I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
Auslander Utman Zuka Joshua Graham? You look for Joshua Graham.
Yeah, I'm looking for him. Is he here?
He in high place of cave. You show respect, Auslander. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire.
I'm sure. I'll be on my best behavior then.
You wise for Auslander.
As wise as they come. All right. Not a bad home. Safe at least. Mushrooms are different. Up ahead, yeah?
hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion.
Yeah?
Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside?
Thunder lizard. Novak. Right. I had a friend. Greatest warrior I've ever known. He used to live in that thunder lizard. He's a good man. Let's keep going. That must be him. All right. I'll do the talking fee.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days, and I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion. Even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work.
I wasn't close with them. But, how did you know so much? How do you know what happened to me?
The dead horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it.
Right. I came with them. They were called a Happy Trails Caravan Company. They came to make contact with the new Canaanites.
Happy Trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites, almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now, not with everything that's going on.
Right. See, the thing is, Joshua, I came here for you. I need your help. Knowledge, wisdom, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to leave until I get it. So if you need help, I'll help. But I'm going to need yours.
You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside.
Right. Taboo. A friend here mentioned it. I'll see what I can do about that.
Thank you. Fallow's Chop can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
Sure. Well, that was faster than I expected it to be, and not in a good way. We can't dump everything on him all at once. He's got a lot of history with the Legion. We start pushing his buttons, he might close up altogether. We can't have that. We need him. He was the last Legate.
Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's It's a currency. We buy things with them. Anyway, we're gonna need your help, a bit of guidance, and knowledge. We'll keep you safe. Let's get back outside and see if we can get what Graham needs. Being able to get the position that Graham nailed down for us. It's to the west a ways. It's not too far off that old road. We retrace our steps. We'll be back there in 30. Let's get moving. Okay. We're close to the spot. Should be on the other side of the hill. That's that ranger station.
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
Yeah? Is that gonna be hostile? I'd rather not shoot at it. We'll save our ammunition if we can. Just give it space. There we go. School bus. Not here. Not far from here. Let's see. Marker's close. Damn. That's at the bottom. I think we can get to it around the side there. We'll see if we can find something here first. A lot of wildlife on that hill. If we can avoid it, that'd be good. I don't like that either. Or that. Don't know what they're firing at. Hey, stay down. Let's smoke ahead. Alright, after me. One of your folks. Looks like you lost one. If we carry on, we might be able to find a way down. Plus, we can help your friend. The cliff's not as steep here. I don't see any more white legs. Eyes open. Well, that's a smaller drop. It's still a drop. Let's carry on. There we go. We just jump down into the water. Be okay. Alright. Gonna need to take a little bit of a leap. Feels good. Let's keep moving. There it is. hearing something. I'm gonna swap to close range. That'll do.
See this? This is why your own 2 feet are better than any cart. Whether it's pulled by critters or goes on its own.
Yeah. Alright, you can stay out here if you want. He's got us looking for a compass. Gotta be something here. Found it. That's what we're after.
Gotcha.
Trouble? Well done. Good eyes, good ears. That compass is what we're after. Needle stuck, though. Hang on. That'll do it. Thing's working. Let's not stay here. That's the first location. Compass was one of the things he was after. The rest, a little further away. The radio's to the northeast, supplies to the northwest. Sun's getting higher, but it's not midday yet. Let's just keep our heads on straight. Eyes open. Let's get moving. Nothing's ever free. There's always a price to pay. And helping Graham here, it's a price we're just gonna have to bear. I've done much more dangerous things for much more capable people. We've got this.